1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Now I should have everything I need. This is art stream number 2. We are, I guess, just to kind of reiterate what today is, I'll just be kind of doodling, but the main thing I hope to do with this is, I guess, kind of get to know a bit more about you guys. I thought it'd be a cool idea to be a cool idea to kind of have like this safe space for people who are interested to kind of just talk about themselves or their day or something like that. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have like their own safe artists and stuff like that, which is cool. Or safe, I don't know, content creators. But I hope to one day be that for my audience. So I like to, or my goal, what's up Rachel? My goal with these is to kind of like get to know a bit more about everyone and kind of, you know, just kind of talk about life and how everything's going right now. So yeah, that's what I like to do on Wednesdays. And then, you know, through other days we do the goofy video game content that everyone's used to. Hope everyone's having a great hump day. You know, it's Wednesday. Middle of the week. Just kind of time to not unwind yet, but we're getting there, you know. Hope y'all's Wednesday is going great. Love to hear how y'all's days are going. While I just kind of doodle random nonsense. Oh my goodness, not that. Oh, I think I've been doodling random nonsense. Whoops. Hate when it does that. And yeah, this is also just kind of something to throw on in the background. I try to put kind of like chill, relaxing music. So, you know, if you've got chores or you're just kind of bored, you can throw this in the background. What's up, Homelander? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. So yeah, it's just something you can kind of throw on in the background. You don't have to pay attention to it. Don't act like you don't know what this is. It's a safe space for me and my community to talk about stuff. The heck? What are you talking about? So, I still don't quite have a system down yet on deciding what to draw. So, I'm just gonna kind of doodle whatever. This is for rage bait. No. I will be ignoring your rage bait comments, not on Wednesdays. Thank you for the rose though, appreciate you. I allow the rage bait only in the instance. Why do y'all join at the same time? Y'all must text each other. Cause ain't no way. Let's see. I gave you money, now you have to let. No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. That's not at all how this works. Make sure to check out. not shouting that out. They're not paying you. I'm not shouting you out. Refund? Yeah, you're not getting that back either. That penny is mine, Chief. 9-inch nail. Okay, make sure to check out don't you got work tomorrow or something? Jeez. Work for me today was pretty not underwhelming, but uneventful. I started listening to, but don't start off with close. Yeah, I would agree with that. Don't start off with closer, for sure. Today was pretty uneventful. I've been on kind of an audiobook kick to kind of make the workday go by faster. I'm currently listening to, it's like a Will Smith thing, or a Will Smith autobiography. Work sucked, I'm ready to quit. What happened? Damn. Bruh. Work could not have been that bad. I was looking at my thingy. Hold on. Wait. Forgot I need my. Ow! Forgot I need my mouse. Okay. No one's ignoring you. Hold on. Work sucked and ready to quit. Same. For what I get paid and the expectation. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Literally going there just pisses me off. I just hate it. I'm tired of it. Is it like, I guess, work entirely, or the people that you work with? What makes it unbearable to you? I could get paid about the same, if not more, at Best Buy or something. Best Buy? Now, I've looked at Best Buy jobs, unless you're like a manager, and even then, I don't even know. I don't know. I got a degree. I feel that. I feel that for sure. No one's ignoring you. In the real world. No. Wait, hold on. Are you in uniform? Everything and everyone at this point. Don't worry about it if I'm in uniform. Everything and everyone at this point. Okay, that's fair. Have you been looking at well, I know you've been looking at other positions. Has there been any progress in made any progress in finding a new job? I made almost 23 in my old job. I make less now. also kind of slick considering, like, nothing right now, but I am slick considering at least looking at some other jobs that will possibly be less stress for more work and stress. Oh, wait. I just applied to this program with the AFCS that my aunt feels confident I can get. Okay. Like, you just applied for it? Like how long ago did you apply for it? For more work and stress. Yeah. So it's more work and more stress. What? Oh, that's right. I was like, what made you want to do this job then? Air Force civilian service and today. Oh. So it's going to be a second before you hear anything back from that. Work and stress. Yeah. Have you considered at least looking at other jobs out there? There's a lot out there. Oh, that's not right. To issue a mask. I know it is. Oh, I'm dumb. I remember now. I remember now. That's my bad. No. I'm sad. They take forever with that stuff. Do I need to move it? Should it be under? I'm so confused. I should be able to color this, but it only allows white. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Well, anyway. My aunt worked in HR for the Air Force, and she has people in the program pulling for me though. Okay, so you've got a better than most chance at getting it. When I worked at the hospital, my dad pulled for me to get a job there, and I I definitely did not have the qualifications for what they were looking for. But since my dad worked there, I got the job. So yeah, you're probably in a better standing than most. Nepal. No, I'm not. At least I'm qualified. That's crazy. I was qualified. I did my job. My thing is the quota thing. Sure, it's easy, but if you don't meet it, I've heard they'll let you go. I believe that, especially from the contract position. Like, that is something I'm concerned about. I just kind of wish, like, say we don't make it in the over there. Can we just go back to what we're doing now? Or what I'm currently doing? You literally just said you weren't qualified. I didn't have what they were looking for, but I was still qualified. I just didn't have the experience yet. But I can't have the experience without the job. And then having the job, I got the experience. I'm gonna let them go. No, they'll let you go. No, I'll let them go. What do they think I am? Who do they think I am? guess I'll have to see what I'll have to see for I'll have to see it for myself to kind of see how I'm feeling about it. But like I said, I kind of am leaning towards at least looking at other opportunities out there that are less I guess like you said, less stressful. To be honest, you should quit and stream full time. As much as I would love to do that, I don't think I'm gonna get by on 2 cents a stream. Don't think I can pay the bills with that, unfortunately. Isonet just quit, so there's a race to be king of the streamers. I think I got a long way to go before I even need to consider being in that upper echelon of streamers. Literally one of the 4 emperors of streaming. You gotta gank. No, I'm not up there. I've got chopper level bounty. Probably less than that, honestly. I'm mad underrated by the Marines. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Heck no. Have you seen the trailer for the new One Piece live action season? I still haven't seen any of the. I still haven't seen any season yet, but I did see the trailer. For me personally, it's the quota thing and the repetitiveness. I think, and then basically no room to grow. I could definitely see that. I would need to see just pumps, and more pumps. That sounds crazy out of context. Yeah, no, I agree. The quota thing doesn't really bother me. Neither does really the repetitiveness. The room to grow, however. Granted, to be fair, I still have yet to find a job where I'm like, this is the job I'm gonna do the rest of my life. Don't think this is gonna be a thing for me forever. Maybe a year. Oh, you guys work together. Yeah, we do work together. Indeed, that's how she knows to rage bait for some reason. She is currently ahead of me in the corporate ladder of this job. exist to rage bait. Real, I like her. Kind of just bored. To be fair, I took the job for any money. That is exactly I'm in the same boat. Yeah. I just needed some cash. I needed something to kind of stave me over. And this job filled that void last second. I didn't even really like think about it that much. I kind of just took the job and ran with it. I get kind of bored. Like I said, the audiobook thing has been kind of helping me. For me, it's just everything. I hate my supervisor. I hate the work now. I hate the environment. I feel like that's come from a place of you outgrowing the job. I feel like you probably kind of similar to us. You kind of probably went for it for money, and at first you were kind of just, I don't know. What's up, Ivan? I feel like you kind of just like accepted it, like you felt like you had no other like option. But now that you're kind of past that threshold of like you got what you needed out of the job, now you're kind of just in a rut, which I feel that. I was without a job for like 3 months because hospitals and manufacturers take forever, so I just took this. Yeah, I mean, when I moved here, I worked at U-Break iFix for like, what's up, Avery? For like $13 an hour. All the live creator. Thank you very much, Avery. I really appreciate you. Oh, I forgot to turn on my thingy. Yeah, so I don't get there's no text to speech. Thank you very much, Avery. Really appreciate you. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Yeah, when I worked at U-Break iFix, I was only making like $13 an hour. So I took, like I said, I took anything I could get. This was like way more than what I was gonna be making. So yeah, I definitely took that. I did it because it paid more than U-Haul. It's in my degree and it's a stat stick for my resume. That's also fair. Yeah, like I said, you kind of got what you needed out of the job, so you're kind of like past that now. So now it's just kind of a burden, or not a burden, but like you don't feel like it doesn't do anything for you now. It served its purpose, and you're ready to move on. I feel like I'm way overqualified for what I'm doing. I agree. The people we kind of work with are definitely or at least majority, are in kind of the older demographic, which this job seems to fit them. This feels way more like a factory job than I've ever had before, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, I think I can do this temporarily, but like I said, this is not a job that I plan to do forever, for the rest of my life, for sure. But now that I got my bachelor's, paid off my debt, and starting my master's, I'm just over it. Yeah, you got a lot of, what is that term? Not a lot of cooks in the kitchen. You got a lot of, I forgot what that phrase is. You got a lot of stuff going on, essentially. Pots on the stove. That too. Yeah, that works. It was a different phrase, but I really can't think of what it was. Yeah, temporary for sure. Yeah, it's going to tide me over for at least 6 months. I think I can at least do it for 6 months. Unless unless I find something in the I think I'm gonna start looking, just because a lot of times it takes a long time to hear back from anybody when it comes to job searching. But yeah, I can definitely, I definitely will not mind looking at some other options out there. Oh, if you did start, or when you are looking for a new job, is there anything in particular that you're looking out for? Or I guess if you had a preference, what would the job preference be? I want to work here long enough to consider it experience. Just because like I've never worked at a job like this. And it'd be cool to have it on the resume. Dragon Ball art style, so at least it's a little different, but I don't know. It's still still not coming out. I'd like to do TN, but he's kind of tough. But I also like drawing hair. Thought it was a biomed job. Hold on. Thought it was a biomed job. It is, yet it isn't. So I'm just looking for something that is. What exactly is a what exactly is a biomed? I'm assuming, if I had to guess from the title, it's like medical equipment. Working on all kinds of medical devices. Okay, I was gonna say like working on medical devices, but I didn't know what exactly that entailed. Like, would that include pacemakers? Would that include, like, is that a wide range, or does it particularly like specify a specific like medical device? Also, Apple user, if you could have any job, no matter the qualifications, you could just get the job, what would it be? I miss working on defibrillators and sterilizers. Defibrillators? God, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Should have known. Sterilizers. Don't know what a sterilizer is. Do know what a defibrillator is. What is it like working on one of those? I only have one built into my body, so I don't really. The whole idea of working on one is just kind of crazy to me. I need this guy's neck to be thick. I do miss locksmithing. You did seem like, of all the jobs, that was the one you enjoyed the most. So far, at least. I do think you'll probably find something you like more than that, but sure just having that experience was a great thing for you. No. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat working on pumps as far as being boring. Now when you say entertain, I just can't imagine what entertain. Well, you know what? No, because when I worked at Ubrick iFix, I guess the thing I loved about working there is the variety. Like I could work on an iPhone a bunch of different times. I do feel like probably that's fair. I'm the exact same way. Hell, if I could do streaming, if I could do art, man, if there was a time before I started college, I did want to be an artist. Granted, I was very limited in what all I could draw. Well, I took AP art and stuff, and I did draw a lot more stuff than just Dragon Ball, if you could believe it. But I do love art, and there was a time I did do commission for a short time for stuff, and I would have loved to get an art degree, but just like everyone always says, kind of just like a philosophy degree. Everyone always craps on like art and philosophy and things like that. No one considers those like real professions or like real jobs unless you go to become a teacher of those professions, which kind of sucks. And they don't make that much money, so that's kind of mainly why I went into computers. HR, I find it enjoyable or something. And I agree, a blue. And you know what's crazy about being a writer? Oh my gosh. See, it's a wide range of stuff. Wanted to be a writer. The great thing about being a writer, there's tales all the time of people becoming a writer in their late 40s, 50s. Like, you can become a writer at any time you want. It's just a matter of sitting down and, putting pen to paper. I agree, and I think that's same for being an artist. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That is definitely a fair assumption or a fair assessment. I just don't. Probably the same for you. I just don't have time right now. Like, I feel like I'm just playing catch up with life right now. Like my money right now doesn't feel like it's mine. I'm just putting a stopper on losing any more, I guess. That's why I think I'm super overqualified. I agree, and I think when I was explaining my Ubrick iFix stuff, talking about all the devices I worked on and all that, I'm pretty sure that's why they had hired me, which was cool, but it's not a variety of stuff. Like, it's just the same, like, one device over and over, and it's great to have that experience to know how to work on that one device. It's just after weeks of working on it, like, how excited can you really be about it? Real, I've had a story in my head for over a decade, but I haven't just worked it out. And that when I did my Dragon Ball stuff, the voice acting stuff, I had a blast with that. The sound, audio design, and all that was so fun to do. And I loved writing the scripts for it and all that. That was more of a downfall of the people around me that I was relying on to help with the voice acting part. I would have loved to have kept doing that too. Like, writing scripts was a blast. A story in my head for over a decade. I agree. It doesn't hurt. The thing I've always been told, and I can always agree with, is that a job is never going to, like, yeah, they'll say, oh, we need you and all that. If something were to happen to you, they'd replace you in a day. I'll tell you the main reason I'm keeping this job right now is the insurance. I need to have a surgery, and I need as much insurance as possible. But as soon as that is through, it's open season for me. I can do whatever I need to do. And I've never had qualms about quitting a job, just because, like I said, if something were to happen to me and I died, they'd have me replaced in a week, maybe, probably less than that. Heck, they've got more people coming in to do our job, like, Friday. That's why I'm doing it now. I'm trying to get it done as soon as possible. It might. I have insurance already, but I'm trying to get more insurance on top of it. I figure the more the merrier. So, hoping that works out for sure. Let's see. So what does your job do for you career-wise? Is it in your degree? How does it benefit your resume? So for me, career-wise, I've wanted the experience of working in a warehouse or in a warehouse type environment. There's a lot of jobs that ask for team building, working in a, what's good, Isaac? Working like in a big team, working in a warehouse type setting, being in some type of time crunch, things like that. Working in this new environment, I've never had experience like that, and it's still working on devices. It's still working on technology. It's just in the medical field. And if I had to pick between, if I had to pick like a profession, I really enjoy being a repair tech in general. Like, I love working on technology. Not necessarily the same device over and over and over again, but I do love, like, when I first work on stuff, I love that. The warehouse experience is just a bonus. That's just kind of, there's not a job in my head where I'm like, oh man, I need warehouse experience. It's more the team, I guess, part of it. It's just really tough right now. Like, I worked at the college, and I've applied for the colleges around here, as well as like some high schools and stuff like that, just to do stuff like that. I actually don't know. You probably talked to more of them than I have. I don't know what all degrees they even have. Yeah, I don't really need warehouse experience. It's just something I personally would like to have to kind of buff up my resume. It's something I have never had before. It's not the same as me working at Target and then also at Lowe's. Right. It's just a necessity you have. Like, it's just the necessity and the convenience of the moment. Like, we're contracted, and this is just the job that they offered us. It's for sure not the best option, but I mean, it's something, you know? See, and I thought it was just my like computer experience that qualified me for it. To be honest, I don't really know what they were looking for, because I've heard because this is what this is for, Isaac. I didn't either. I I really wasn't sure. The lady that explained it to me, which we got the same person that hired. Right. You think 8th grade is bad? Oh man, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let's see. Yeah, the lady that got us hired and stuff. Her job is a recruiter. I feel like she did a not so great job at explaining what the exact job. Eighth grade was. I definitely think if I had to pick a year, I definitely prefer to start from 9th grade. And if not 9th grade, then 3rd grade, I think. I could definitely do either 3rd grade. 9th, I had a lot of friends. I was very personable. I see, yeah. No, I had a bunch of friends. Thank you. I was quite popular. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I was liked. I didn't have enemies. Okay, how about that? No, but we didn't even become friends till like after high school. At all. Like she was even. I feel like I tried to ask her details and she was like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really into the techie stuff." That is also true. That is very true. She's like, "I'm not really into the techie stuff." I don't know. I feel like all the information she gave me was like passed down info or like what she thought the job was like. I am also offended when I thought that was the max you could get, and she didn't give the indication that there was any kind of leeway. Day one op right there. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair. I don't have a plan here. Just making something up. And that's fucking crazy. Because like, what makes her think that we don't deserve more than that? I feel like, I don't know. You think, right? Our coworker was just like, yeah, he just negotiated. I guess I just didn't consider. I was too desperate. Yeah, same. I was desperate in the moment. Yeah, we're already kind of locked into a contract. There's not really, until the renewal period, which is a year from now, there's not really anything we can do besides quit. Yeah, I'm sure we'll look at other jobs. Especially having a job already, you'll be, especially a government job, yeah, you'll be good out here. Exactly. first started working, yeah, I could quit whenever. Like I was so uninterested in my first couple jobs. Military hospital. Heck yeah. Do you what is the do you have the degree requirement or like the when I say as I say when I say degree requirement, like do they require an associate's or a bachelor's or anything like that? Is there a reason you're waiting? Never I never considered working at a oh my gosh. That's I never considered working at a I don't know, like I said, I worked at a hospital. I'll be honest, I don't have the stomach for it. I mean, maybe if I almost worked at a children's hospital, or considered it. No, I applied for it. I did the little interview and stuff. It sounded like hell though. Goku art, I'm in. Heck yeah. No, actually. Oh gosh, yeah, no, that would have been the end of me for sure. I would have been done for. Which is insane. That's crazy. Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of that job just seems very disorganized, but it shouldn't, and that's the part that hurts. It shouldn't happen. We should be better than that. I am. Oh my gosh! Don't ever let me be a barber. I am destroying this man's hairline. What is going on here? This is like, oh gosh. I am zigzagging like insanely. Woo. Goodness. Lore accurate is crazy. It's only inmates. Look, those are people too. Yeah, they messed up, but they still have the opportunity to change and better themselves. Learn from their mistakes. Anything happen? See why? Why they got you doing that? That should not be your job. often would you say that happens? Howdy, Tony. Do you ever jump in the middle? Like, stop! You don't have to do this! You're better than this. Because you would... What's up, real gamer? Because you would treat them right. Wouldn't even like consider it, like you didn't. Sup, man? For me, GE healthcare is the goal. That's your end goal, end all be all. I wanted to be an astronaut, man. Even me? Don't answer that. I don't even want the answer. I appreciate that. I'd like to believe all y'all would. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I know. I appreciate you, man. That's why you to go. That's why you to go. I knew I could count on him. I can count on you to put me in situations I should have never been in the first place. For sure. Definitely count on you for that. 100%. Who doesn't get to say that? In a video game, that's one thing. See, you would do that in real life, though. You would, like, gun down an ex-mafia member. Oh my... No, it didn't. Fake news. Damn it, didn't read it. No, you didn't. You did not fire Alfredo. He probably begged you in a British voice to keep him, and you broke down. You were like, fine. What? What? No, we are not going to anywhere. Who's we? Who's we? Who's the we and the we are? Y'all not paying me enough. You don't need the money. I told you, you're faking being poor. It's all an act. No, we're not. We absolutely are not doing that. You're dedicated to your craft. What do you mean? The hell do you mean he's not that bad? Oh my gosh. I was like, they have to get paid more. I just want to know the scale. Like, what determines how much you get paid? I guess my biggest thing is, like, they've got all these time requirements and stuff, and I'm like, what's the incentive of completing the time requirements? Like I said, if I do more than everybody else, and I'm getting paid the same as everybody else, there's no real incentive for me to work any harder than the people around me. Really dumb. Clout is not gonna Clout might. Aura is not gonna pay my bills. There has to be something to it. We'll get to the bottom of this, one way or the other. Worst comes to worst, Trent will just buy the entire company, and then we'll all get paid more. Worth a shot. Not even for us. You can just buy it and throw it away. Like, buy it and then make me CEO. Just a throwaway investment. You've got the capital. You don't. Right? Is the only option either the highest, like, I don't know, because what, it's like, there's like tiers to it, right? There's like tier level techs. And I'm just like, I need to know what the pay scale is. No, I don't. And I'm like, what is the tier? Like, there has to be a pay difference, because what am I learning to work on more than one thing for if not for more money? They never, this feels like one of those jobs where it's like you're not allowed to talk about how much you all get paid. Oh my gosh. doing that, you can sue them, right? Like if they let you go for talking about pay, you can absolutely sue. I'm pretty sure. Still trying to get used to all the law differences. How do they do this? What's up, Hellcat? Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'm gonna keep a lookout. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? You mean don't concern yourself with them? Oh, absolutely not. I don't know how the people who are doing it now. Yeah, I don't know how the people who have been doing it for 35 plus years. I just feel like it'd drive me crazy. And the only solace, like the only like new thing you do there is learn a new pump when it comes out. If it comes out. Exactly. Exactly. Better job in general. I just, yeah. On one hand, this is the most money I got paid, or I've been paid so far. But I also lived in Arkansas, where the pay or everything there didn't count. Right. Let's see if we can go for it. Need to get out there and try new things. Work on different pumps, new pumps. No? Okay, boycotting pumps. No more pumps. And that's the one thing I agree on. Like, as much as I don't like the job, it is nice having 3-day weekends every week. And the optional overtime if I so choose to do it. That part is cool. What? What? How do you forget that? What? What are you doing here? Cat is so different, but still, that's kids is worse. That's worse to forget. 3-day weekend. 3-day weekends are underrated. When I worked in the college during the summers, I got 3-day weekends, which was really nice. I didn't have to get up that early, or as early as I do at this job, but still. Did you apply through is it through the same company? People forget their kid. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so different. Now that I've kind of gone for a Goku look, it's really bugging me that I did his eyes and stuff like that. I wasn't intentionally. I didn't start out trying to draw Goku. But now I feel obligated to make him look more Goku. I know you're ready to get out here. I know, I know Gercie's ready for you to come out here. It's Goku Green. It's supposed to be the opposite of this. Like, I was trying to, the black lines were supposed to be the green, and then everything else was supposed to be the black. But I messed up somewhere down the line. So I'm just going with it. I'm just winging it. Right. Cause why? Yeah. The hell. And then you'll get us hired for sure, right? You'll tell them about us. Then we'll all get up out of there. Keep it green. It's on LinkedIn. Okay, I'll have to take a look. I say that like I don't even know if I have the qualifications for y'all. Y'all have a very different degree than I have. Yeah, there it is. I got an associate's, but it's definitely not in it's definitely not in biomed. I think any degree would work if you were willing to learn and work. Damn, forgot the. Forgot the. You did actually. Mercy's here. Chad heard the door open. We gotta get some WD-40 for the door.
At least our fire alarm has batteries. Smoke detectors.
Apple user said, "Bestie."
Hi, bestie.
That door was like, yeah. All of our doors need like they need. Oh, Tony said, "Gracie heard a lot about you. I do be talking about you a lot."
Period. As he should.
Yeah, we need WD like 70 on our doors because all of the doors in Which I don't know why, because she sleeps through a volcano. I don't know why she would ever do that.
I just let you know I'm making dinner.
Okay, Trent says she also hears a lot about you. She's cooking dinner. Not really cooking dinner, she's meal prepping. Oh my gosh, here you go. She would sleep through all of that. I wake up to her alarm going crazy for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get a dog. What did Erin make? She's making an Alfredo lasagna. Was it?
Are you still talking about the sleeping arrangement?
Yeah. I used to sleep through a hurricane.
No, here's the thing.
Oh, here she go.
I sleep close to the door because if somebody wakes me up, I get very angry. So that's why I sleep close to the door. Okay, I'm making lasagna. Or chicken Alfredo lasagna.
Okay. Because it's crazy. I am gonna get a dog, and I'm gonna get a lab. I want a lab. Yeah, we got the recipe off of. Actually, we got it from. We got it from HEB. Wait, what kind of puppies? What kind are we talking? I depending on the breed, I will make the drive. I don't care. That is not specific enough. Right. I want a chocolate lab so bad. I've wanted one of those since I was. I've wanted a chocolate lab since I was like 12. I mean, if I didn't have a choice, I'm fine with any lab, like any color lab. What? I know. No, I don't do that. Stop spreading that. No, I don't. How about you get on Trent's top? He literally just said he's a dog killer. Who's your underrated? Who do you think's the underrated dog? Don't say a pit bull. Don't say a Rottweiler or any of the dogs where they're like, they're violent. Because it was between, what is it? It was between that or a lab or a, what is it called? Staffy. So you're just a hater to be a hater. I should have known. Damn. You are not getting that back. That's hella done for. Yeah, we were gonna get a gray Staffy. Like a gray blue eyes. What? like I looked at the prices, they didn't seem that bad. Well, I say that. I think I'm thinking of the first food truck because their prices were pretty decent. How much was your food? My number one is a Swedish ball hunt. I know I've heard that. Hold on, where's my phone? I'm gonna Google that. Swedish ball hunt. I mean, those two meals, the one I got for me and Ersie was the same, or it was $30. I wish I got a free dog. That's the main thing that holds me back. I want to get like a shelter dog, or no, like I see the dogs I want on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff. But it's always them trying to, it's because they're puppies and they can't afford to get them shots. That's why they're getting rid of them. Which means I'd have to get them shots. And I can't afford that. So really the only option, or I can't afford to do it like that way. Because when you get it from a shelter, they give them shots already. See, so that was just like a storm of luck. It's not fair. It should have been him, not me. That's wild. Yeah, really my only option is to do it through a shelter. Because otherwise, I'd have to pay hundreds of dollars to get them, what is it, dewormed and stuff. I just can't afford that. At least if I get it through the shelter, they come like that. Like they have to deworm them before they can sell them or put them up for adoption. Kind of hard to find. Well, maybe not here. To be fair, we haven't really looked here in Texas yet. We've been too busy, trying to survive. It's hard to consider looking for a pet right now when you're trying to get set up. Gonna try my damnedest. It's the queue time for getting tickets is already astronomical. I don't know how lucky I'm gonna be. The wait. Yeah. The first Bruno Mars concert in 10 years. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try. And of course the tickets go live while we're at work. So, yeah. I'm probably cooked, but I'm gonna at least give it a shot. Right! Wait, for the American Kennel, do they also have to get the dogs dewormed and stuff? Y'all gonna have to remind me. I wish I knew how. I would've. I absolutely would. I'm not above it. I'm. This is the. This ain't a PS5. I'm completely willing to scalp. I don't. I. My ethics are. When it comes to Bruno, my ethics are out the window. I don't care. I will absolutely scalp. Ticket scalping. All right, guys. So here's how you ticket. I don't know how to do that. I don't know the first thing about even making a bot. We shouldn't be spreading that kind of system. Here for my lab, I could have AKC register, but I have. What is? Oh, I was like, what's AKC? I got you. But I have no need. That's fair. Don't remind me. Don't do that. No. Oh yeah, no. There's just, especially with a contract. So I've worked seasonal before. I know what it's like working in a temporary position. It's too. It's not safe enough. Yeah. I can believe it if the requirements are anything like what it looks like or what it seems like. I can definitely believe it. It's gonna be so sad though. Y'all are my first friends in here in Texas. It's gonna suck without you guys. I'll take it.
Betty's mom brought that to us. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have either one of our name on it.
Oh, it's mine. I be ordering Amazon packages and not telling her nothing. Wait, I just realized I'll hop on stream. Heck yeah. Oh God. Leave them be. Leave them be. Hell yeah. Leave them alone. They're chill. They're chill. I appreciate that, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you get any mysterious packages, if y'all get any mysterious packages, don't open them. Especially, yeah. If you didn't order it, don't open them. This guy's a problem. That's crazy. Why do you want max casualties? What's wrong with you? That's also insane. You would do that for me? You would take time out of Alfred's already insane schedule just for me? You're too kind. You're too kind. For funsies, 2BH is crazy. So if you get the 29, that's crazy. I need to be making 31 minimum. Heck, I want to work for the IT team at the place we work at. It seems like they don't do shit. That's where I need to be. That job, they probably get paid more than any of us and do probably the least amount of work. Everything they do is the most roundabout way to do things. Cause like, what are they do? Their stuff is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what they got going on. Their stuff is. I'd give it a try. When I got the job at when I worked at the college, they were looking for I had to have a bachelor's degree, which I do not have, but I quite literally think I was just funny enough because I had everyone. Okay, sounds good. I made everyone laugh. I think that is what put me over the other candidates. I was very personable. So, life lesson: if you're funny enough, you can work anywhere. Don't know how to be what? You don't think I'm funny? You know I'm funny. Don't play. You know I'm one of the funniest people. Oh my gosh, you're such a liar. Who's funnier than me? Shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. No, you haven't. I'll give that a look. Doesn't hurt to take a look. Top 35. Oh. And you wait. Hold on, let me scroll back up. You said that's where? I'm about to Google that one. I didn't stream. Is that on LinkedIn? Is that what you said? Oh, these eyes suck. This bugs me. Oh, everything about this bugs me. I love the hair, but everything else bugs me. Yeah, everything else is just. It wasn't supposed to be Goku. It turned. Going back and changing the eyes after doing the hair completely throws me off because I always start with the eyes. Oh my gosh. It's. This is Guko. This is not Goku. This is Guko. Guko Green. Now I'm Mad Banner, and now it's time to burn. Not sure. Just looked it up on University Health IT jobs. Okay. Bet I will. Y'all take a look. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody stopping by. It was great talking with everybody. Oh, wait, the job we're currently working at? That's crazy. That sounds right. Yeah, the more I hear about this job, the less which is so sad because I like work, like the people we work with now, I like them. But to be fair, it's not their fault. It's management. I'm just not a fan of the management. Yeah, big ass nose. Big ass nose for all of this is okay. But yeah, alright, it is currently, I usually try to do an hour and a half, and we have reached that point. See you tomorrow. Thank you guys for all stopping by. I appreciate talking to each and every one of you. I will catch y'all tomorrow, and I will catch everybody else on Saturday. Or not Saturday, Friday, to play more routine. I'm gonna try to just be routine. No, we're not. No, we are not. Thank you for liking the live. Again, I hope everybody has a fantastic Wednesday. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week, and I will catch you guys Friday. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see y'all again.